Moving on after a breakup is a very big deal, you know? It's not like changing your shirt when you spill coffee on it. It's more like a major home renovation project. You have to tear down walls, throw out old furniture that reminds you of them, and maybe even repaint everything. It's a messy, dusty, and sometimes noisy process. People think moving on is just one big decision, like saying, okay, I'm done, but it's not. It's a series of small, tiny steps. It's the moment you stop checking their social media. It's the day you finally delete their number, even if you have it memorized. It's when you hear your song and you don't cry, you just sing along and think, hey, this is actually a good song. It's a slow, sometimes funny journey. The first stage is what I call the grand untagging ceremony. This is where you go through all your old photos and bravely remove their name from your digital life. It is a very dramatic and important ritual for your healing. You might laugh at some pictures, you might cry at others, and you might wonder why you ever wore that hairstyle. It's a roller coaster of emotions, but this act, this small click of a button, is your declaration of independence. You are telling the world, and more importantly yourself, that this chapter is closing. You are taking back your own timeline, one photo at a time. It's not about erasing the memories, because you can't, but it's about reframing them as part of your history, not your present. Then comes the part where you reclaim your space and your time. Remember all the things you stopped doing because they didn't like it? Now is the time to do them all. Eat that smelly durian. Watch that cheesy Korean drama they hated. Sing loudly and off-key in the shower. This is your time to be beautifully and wonderfully selfish. Moving on is about rediscovering the person you were before you became part of a we. It's about remembering your own favorite color, your own favorite food, and your own dreams. You are not just half of a pair, you are a whole, complete, and fabulous person on your own. So go ahead, be the star of your own movie again. Of course, there will be bad days. There will be days when you miss them so much it feels like a physical pain in your chest. You'll see a couple holding hands and feel a pang of sadness. That's okay, that's normal. Don't fight it. Allow yourself to be sad. Cry if you need to, eat a whole tub of ice cream. But promise yourself that tomorrow, you will try again. Moving on is not a straight line, it has ups and downs, twists and turns. The important thing is that you keep moving forward, even if it's just one tiny, brave step at a time. You are stronger than you think, and this pain is not your final destination. There is a special kind of pain, a unique level of array, that you feel when you find out your ex is already happy with someone new. It's like you're running a marathon of healing, and you see them at the finish line, already showered, changed, and holding a trophy with their new partner. You're still sweating, out of breath, and wondering if you should just lie down on the pavement. It's so hard to let go when you feel like you've been replaced so quickly. It makes you question everything. Was I not enough? Was our love just a practice round for them? These questions can haunt you and make sleeping at night very, very difficult. This situation becomes a contest that you never signed up for. Suddenly, you feel pressure to also find someone new, just to show them, and the world, that you are also okay. You start looking at their new partner, comparing yourself. Is she prettier? Is he funnier? Why does she have better hair? It's a toxic game of comparison that you will never win, because you are comparing your reality to their carefully curated social media posts. You are seeing their highlight reel while you are living your behind-the-scenes struggles. Letting go is already hard, but it becomes 10 times harder when you feel like you're losing a race you didn't even know you were in. The feeling of being left behind is very powerful. It can make you feel like you are stuck in time, forever trapped in the last chapter of your relationship, while they have already started writing a whole new book. You reread old messages, look at old photos, and try to find clues about where it all went wrong. You become a detective of your own failed love story. But darling, you have to stop. You cannot find your future by digging through the past. The reason it's so hard to let go is because their new relationship makes the breakup feel so much more final. It's the ultimate confirmation that the door is closed, locked, and they've thrown away the key. So, why do some people move on so fast? Maybe they were already moving on while they were still with you. Ouch, right? Or maybe they are just different. Some people cannot stand being alone, so they jump from one person to another. It doesn't mean their new love is more real, it just means their process is different from yours. Don't let their speed dictate your healing pace. You are not them. Your journey is your own. Take your time. It's better to heal properly and be truly ready for new love than to rush into something new with a broken heart. You deserve to be fully healed. I love triangles. They sound so interesting in movies, but in real life, they are just painful and confusing. It's like trying to solve a math problem where there is no right answer. Someone always gets hurt. When a third party enters the picture, it complicates everything. A simple breakup between two people is already hard. But when there's a third person, it adds a layer of betrayal and drama that makes everything worse. You're not just dealing with the loss of love, you're dealing with the feeling of being chosen over. It's a direct hit to your self-esteem, making you feel like you are not good enough to keep their attention. The pain is different because it's not just about the two of you anymore, it's about them and someone else. You start to imagine them together, doing the things you used to do. You picture their conversations, their laughter, their dates. It's a form of self-torture, but it's so hard to stop. This third person, whether you know them or not, becomes a ghost that haunts your thoughts. You wonder when it started. How long were they hiding it? This uncertainty can drive you crazy, making the healing process so much more complicated. It's not just a breakup, it feels like a defeat. Now let's talk about monogamy and polygamy. Most of us grew up believing in monogamy. One partner, one love, forever and ever. Amen. So when our partner finds someone else, it feels like the ultimate betrayal of that promise. It breaks the fundamental rule of the relationship game we thought we were playing. The idea of sharing love is foreign and painful to many. But in some cultures or mindsets like polygamy, having multiple partners is accepted. Does that make it less painful? Maybe, maybe not. The pain often comes from the broken agreements and the lies, not just the presence of another person. But even if we try to be open-minded, our hearts are often wired for that one special connection. When that connection is broken because of a third person, it feels like a personal failure. We blame ourselves. What did I do wrong? What does she have that I don't? This is where the confusion comes in. You are trying to make sense of a situation that doesn't make sense. You are trying to find logic in the illogical world of human emotions. The truth is, sometimes there is no good reason. People make choices, and sometimes those choices hurt others deeply. It's not always about you. It's about their own issues and their own journey. Listen, my dear friend. Real, true, beautiful love is not like instant noodles that you can prepare in 3 minutes. It's more like a slow-cooked meal. It requires patience, effort, and the right ingredients. It takes time to develop its flavor. This is why shortcuts in love and in moving on never work. You cannot just jump into a new relationship, a rebound, and expect it to heal your old wounds. That's like putting a small bandage on a deep cut. It might cover it up for a while, but it won't stop the bleeding. You are just using another person to distract yourself from your own pain, and that is not fair to them, and it's not fair to you. Another mistake people make is trying to copy someone else's feelings. You see your friend who broke up last month and is now happily traveling the world, so you think you should be happy too. But you are not your friend. Your story is different. Your pain is unique. You cannot force yourself to feel something you don't. Pretending to be okay is exhausting. It's better to be honest with yourself. If you are sad, be sad. If you are angry, be angry. Feel your feelings. They are valid. Don't rush the process just because you think you should be over it by now. There is no deadline for healing a broken heart. So what should you do? My advice is simple. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself like you would treat a friend who is going through a tough time. Talk to yourself with kindness. Forgive yourself for any mistakes you think you made. And most importantly, reconnect with yourself. Who are you without them? What makes you happy? Go find that person again. Spend time with friends who make you laugh until your stomach hurts. Find a new hobby. Learn a new skill. The goal is not to forget your ex, but to build a life so full and happy that they become a smaller and smaller part of it. Finally, remember that this pain is temporary. I know it feels like it will last forever right now, but it won't. One day you will wake up and the first thing you think about won't be them. You will hear their name and it won't feel like a punch in the gut. You will be able to look back at the relationship and smile at the good memories without feeling the pain of the ending. Real love is difficult, and so is real healing. But you are strong, you are fabulous, and you will get through this. Your heart will be whole again, and it will be ready for a love that is deserving of you. Ganda ka kaya mo yan, you are beautiful, you can do this.